GOP Senator Roger Marshall has sparked controversy by suggesting that most health problems in the U.S. are self-inflicted, citing that about 70% of health outcomes are determined by personal choices, such as diet and surroundings. This statement comes as the GOP prepares to propose sweeping cuts to health care programs, which critics argue could leave millions without affordable coverage, especially for chronic conditions. Marshall, a former OB/GYN, leads the new Make America Healthy Again caucus, which aims to focus on nutrition and preventative care. The caucus plans to collaborate with controversial figures like Dr. Mehmet Oz and Robert F. Kennedy, who has faced criticism for opposing vaccines and advocating alternative health approaches. However, critics argue that the proposed cuts undermine access to care, especially for those facing systemic barriers. They emphasize that health outcomes are influenced by a complex array of factors, including socioeconomic status, education, and environmental conditions. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has offered to send 150 Ukrainian firefighters to assist in combating the devastating wildfires in Los Angeles. This gesture of international solidarity comes as Los Angeles battles multiple wildfires that have torched tens of thousands of acres, killed at least 24 people, and left thousands without homes. Zelensky shared the message on the social media platform X, stating that plans are being coordinated to send Ukrainian emergency responders to the United States. Ukraine's offer of support is a testament to the strong partnership between the two nations, with the United States being Ukraine's largest wartime supporter, contributing over $65 billion in aid. The California National Guard has praised Zelensky's leadership, saying that Ukraine's offer of support is nothing short of extraordinary. The Guard also highlighted the long-standing relationship between California and Ukraine through the State Partnership Program, which has facilitated cooperation for over 30 years. This international cooperation is crucial in responding to natural disasters, and Ukraine's willingness to assist despite its own ongoing challenges, including the war with Russia, underscores the strength of global partnerships. Governor Gavin Newsom has called on President-elect Donald Trump to visit Los Angeles and witness the devastating effects of the wildfires firsthand. Newsom emphasized the importance of federal support, as California faces one of its worst wildfire seasons in recent history, with thousands of displaced and recovery efforts underway. This isn't the first time Trump has been involved in California's wildfire crisis. In 2018, Trump initially refused to provide aid to California, blaming the state's government for poor forest management. However, he later changed his mind after being shown that many of his voters lived in the affected areas. During his 2018 visit to California, Trump toured the area devastated by the Camp Fire, accompanied by Governor Jerry Brown and Governor-elect Gavin Newsom. He promised to provide federal aid, including $500 million for forest management and maintenance. Newsom's current appeal to Trump highlights the urgency of the situation, with many hoping that a presidential visit will expedite federal aid and resources. The Biden administration has imposed harsh sanctions on Russia's oil industry, targeting major oil companies like Gazprom Neft and Surgutneftegas. This move aims to cut off Moscow's financial lifeline for its war against Ukraine. The sanctions hit hundreds of entities, including oil producers, tankers, intermediaries, traders, and ports. The administration hopes these measures will bolster Ukraine's position and provide a strong framework for potential negotiations. However, President-elect Donald Trump has signaled readiness to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin, leaving analysts wondering if the incoming administration will maintain or adjust these measures. The sanctions are part of a broader effort to counter Russian aggression and strengthen U.S.-Ukraine relations. The impact of the sanctions on the global energy market is still uncertain. Russia is one of the world's largest oil producers, and disruptions to its exports could lead to price volatility. However, the U.S. has been working to mitigate the effects of the sanctions by coordinating with other major oil-producing countries to increase production and stabilize the market. The sanctions are a final effort by the outgoing Biden administration to weaken Russia's ability to fund its aggression. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is warning U.S. consumers about the potential harm of President-elect Donald Trump's proposed 25% tariffs on Canadian imports, including steel and aluminum. Trudeau emphasized that these tariffs would drive up costs for everyday Americans, with no one wanting to pay 25% more for electricity or oil and gas coming from Canada. Trudeau criticized Trump's tariff threats during an MSNBC interview, stating that discussions about Canada becoming the 51st state are diverting attention from the economic consequences of these tariffs. Trudeau firmly dismissed Trump's suggestion of merging Canada with the U.S. to eliminate tariffs and reduce taxes. The Canadian leader urged Americans to recognize the real impact of such economic policies, highlighting the deep trade ties between the two nations. Trudeau warned that these tariffs could disrupt key industries like energy and manufacturing, ultimately hurting both economies. Instead, Trudeau advocated for collaboration, not confrontation, to resolve trade issues. As tensions rise between the outgoing Canadian government and the incoming Trump administration, the economic stakes are clear. The imposition of these tariffs could reshape the relationship between two of the world's largest trading partners.